Hello everyone, this is Neha Sharma once again with you, and today we have to cover the last topic of verbs, that is past participle and perfect participle. So dear students, we learnt in the last video about the participles. There we learned that participle is divided into three kinds. Number one is present participle, number two is past participle, and number three is perfect participle. We learnt that present participle that works as an adjective in the sentence, as the object complement in the sentence, as the subject complement in the sentence, or it can work as the noun phrase adjective phrase in the sentence too, which is placed before after the noun, right? So this we have learnt. As we want to revise the verbs, we discussed many things in verbs. First of all, we did verbs are the action words and the doing words, right? With that we learned that verbs tell us about the state, being and the action of something or the position of something. After that, we learnt about transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. So dear students, when we talk about transitive verbs, what are transitive verbs? Transitive verbs are those verbs which are having objects after that, right? So those verbs work as transitive verbs. And intransitive verbs are those verbs which are not having objects after that, right? So that is what transitive and intransitive. We learnt about the strong verbs and the weak verbs also. We learnt that the verbs which are having ed after, like reach, reached or reached. So that is what weak verb. And the strong verbs are which are having different kinds, like broke, break, broke, broken. So that is what strong verb. Okay. So we learnt about that also. About linking verb also we learnt, and with that we learned about the object of the verb also, that the objects of the verbs are placed before after the verbs. We learned there about the two objects. One is direct object and the second one is indirect object. After that we started this non-finite verbs and finite verbs. So where we learned finite verbs are the verbs which we can change according to the tense, according to the subject and according to the person. And non-finite are the verbs which are not finite. So means which cannot be changed according to the tense, according to the subject and according to the person. We further learnt about that non-finite verbs can be used as adjective, as adverb and as noun in the sentence, right? And then we started this non-finite verbs, kinds of non-finite verbs as gerund, participles and infinitives. So dear students, in infinitives we learned that to plus verb first form is known as infinitive. Sometimes it is used without to also, so there it is called bare infinitive. So the list is provided in the video. Please watch that after which verbs we have to use the verb without to, means the infinitive without to, right? We learnt about the gerund, and the gerunds are the words or the verb first plus ing where it works as a noun in the sentence. As a noun I am talking about, right? Like drinking water, playing cricket or something, playing or something, riding bicycle, right? So this is what? Reading books. So this reading, riding, playing, this is working as what? As noun. So there it works as gerund. After that we started participles. So participles we learned present, past and perfect. In the previous video we did about present participle that I discussed already. So today we have to see the past participles. So as I told you in the starting of the video that past participle is formed with verb third, okay, verb third. So usually ends with ed, d, t, en or n. This is the basic rule of this. It usually ends with ed, d, t, en and t. It denotes an action or the state which is completed, whereas in present participle we learnt that it denotes an action which is in continuation, okay, like the burning train. So the train is still burning, okay, so that is in the process in continuation. But here this past participle will tell about an action which has been already completed. For example, the broken glass. So glass already टूट चुका है, टूट नहीं रहा है, उसको टूटने में ज़्यादा कंटिन्यूशन नहीं होता. बर्निंग ट्रेन है तो स्टिल बर्निंग, दैट इज राइट. बट द ब्रोकन ग्लास इज व्हाट दैट एक्शन हैज़ बीन कंप्लीटेड. द वुंडेड सोल्जर, the soldier has been already wounded, means he just got hurt and got wounded. So this is what, this is the action which is already taken place or which has been already completed. So this is the very important point which you have to learn here. Next is, it is always written in passive form, whereas present participle is written in active form, right? Let's see the examples that how it can be used in passive forms. So whether I am writing, where I am writing the sentence the broken glass, it means the glass was broken. So this is already the passive form, right? The wounded soldier, the wounded soldier, it means the soldier was wounded. So this sentence is also written in passive form. Now, so I hope you understood about past participle, that it is always formed by verb third. Please don't get confused that it is in past, so it can be in second form. No, it is in verb third. Okay, it is formed with verb third and it is used as verb third in the sentence. The broken glass, so this is third form. The wounded soldier, like this, right? It is passive in the form. This is also very important. Now the next very important point of this participle is the third one, third kind, that is perfect participle. So perfect participle is having plus verb third or having been plus verb third, having plus verb third or having been plus verb third. So let's see how it is being used in the sentence. Having heard the lecture, we returned home. मीन्स पहले हमने वो काम सुन कर लिया और फिर हम घर वापस आ गए. तो इट मीन्स दिस प्रेजेंट perfect participles tells us about the action which is already been completed at some past time. Okay, that is not continue, already been completed. मैंने lecture सुना और मैं घर आया. So having heard the lecture, we returned home. Okay, second is having been examined, I came back. So just the doctor examined me, the doctor checked me and then I came back. Okay, so such type of actions will be there in present participles. I hope you get this participles topic, which is quite easy. I've told you many ways of finding the participles in different that can be different areas actually where it is written. So please note it down in your notebook, because these rules are very important for you, and learn them for your examination, and please learn them. Actually, I'm requesting you to learn the rules again and again. Just have a look on the rules every day so that you cannot forget all the rules. Okay, you can remember it very easily, so please do this. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Please take the screenshot, note it down.